Hey, Steven.
Settle down, please, everyone. Momentarily. We've been getting a lot of information about robots. Yeah. As I was saying furthermore, as the robot community must be put
You muted yourself, Buttermilk.
Oh no, I'm not muting myself. It's the other people muting me. Trust me, they're threatening to kick me already. Is that Gambit? Is that Gambit over there? Oh my god, that's Gambit, dude. Holy snacks. Oh my god. It's such a party.
Welcome everyone to this week's News and Updates. I am Mark, the producer and your host of this week's event where we bring you the news and updates from across the community called Altspace VR. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Donna McT. Welcome everyone. Can you believe that it's the middle of August? Wow, this summer is flying by. On the flip side, you know what that means? We are another week closer to seeing Altspace in the Oculus Quest store. I'm stoked. Are you guys with me? For for now, it's time to find out what's new in the zoo. So let's get on with the news and updates in AltSpace VR.
Yes, so this past Monday, AltSpace received another update. And this update brought us back our hand poses. So, so you're now able to express yourself more with your hand gestures. Either it's a handshake, a high five, thumbs up, or even a fist bump. You can even do the happy AltSpace sign, which is that one. Hey, happy AltSpace. So with the update, also brought back some good news to Go and Gear users. These are graphics have now been restored. So welcome back anti-aliasing and render scale. So no more discomfort. There was also a minor fix to audio that was affecting presentations.
And it's official. AltSpace VR has its very own Discord channel. Get announcements and give feedback. The link to join is on the slide above me, in the lobby as you came in, and also on our own Discord channel.
Yeah, so go join that. So last week, we announced the return of the Haunted House event. We also mentioned that you had a chance to vote for a theme, which was on a poll posted on the World Builders Discord. So let me remind you all of what the themes were. So we had the classic monsters, common fears, Stephen King, Carnival, and the Haunted Woods. So the most voted theme was the Haunted House and the Haunted Woods.
Now, signups to build will be open until August 20th. So if you want to join in on the fun and building for the haunted house, please message Kaylin on Discord and let her know that you're interested.
Yes, it'd be a great event. I would look forward to it when we start doing it. So, new world highlights. We have 3 worlds that was featured last week, which didn't make our show. So here they are. You may have already visited them. So first up is from Is That Toasted, who has been busy with 2 of the featured worlds. First up is the Mythical Library. You can go around, look around this tiny mythical library, a low poly world and fantastic lighting demo. Next is The Book, a low poly world with a small village created on a floating book. As you can see, one giant castle you can look around in and a little village. It's great, you can even fly in there. So next up is Ice Melt Future by Peter. So this is a great world. So did you know that when you're building your own world, that you could not only use the world editor, but you could use Unity? So this uses a combination of the 2, and it looks great.
Now remember, all of you have access to what you need to build your very own worlds here in AltSpace VR. Attend world build meetups. There are no prerequisites, and you can attend as often as you like. Check out help.altvr.com for more information. Okay, so Mark, I have one question for the event, for the world that's on a book.
Yes.
Do the pages turn? Haha, probably not. Eh?
Oh, if only.
Get a bit of wind noise.
Yeah.
Okay, that's our look for worlds for this week. Now we're going to switch over to events. Events are one of the great ways to enjoy AltSpace VR and share experiences with your friends.
Yes, we typically highlight events that are coming by, but today we begin with an event that just happened. Who just attended the Ask a Beekeeper event hosted by Alan. I see 1, 2, maybe. What a cool way to celebrate National Honeybee Day. If you think bees are only good for making honey, think again. They are essential for maintaining global food supplies, and these creatures are facing a number of threats. It was a great event to learn about honeybees, and if you was interested in beekeeping, it was a great way to learn how to get started with that and what equipment you would need. So let's give a big high five to Alan for hosting a great event.
And for building that great world, right? Oh my gosh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
incredible.
Yeah,
The creativity
the
is
Skybox.
awesome.
Yeah, the Skybox was actually taken from a drone above his house where he lives.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Oh my gosh.
Mm.
Okay, there's an under the radar event that happens weekly. There's quite a few people that attend, but every Sunday you can enjoy 30 minutes of an oldie but goodie group, Queen. I remember watching Live Aid in 1985. I know that dates me a little bit. There was a lot of memorable performances, but Queen was truly magic at that event. So let's give it up for our community member Alex for keeping this event going. I actually don't know when it started, but it's been going for a long time, right? So yay to Alex for bringing us Queen every week. Now, the next one that I want to talk about is hosted by Health Systems Chat. When I say Disney, what do you think of? Probably cartoons, right? Did you know that so far this year, Disney movies, which include Dumbo, Toy Story 4, Lion King, Aladdin, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, and Endgame have grossed over $8 billion. Yeah, you heard that right, $8 billion. How do they continue to do this? So this Wednesday, Chuck Webster is going to delve into some of what's going on at the, wait for it, Disney has a data and analytics conference. So he's going to delve into some topics there. The chat will happen aboard, hey, get this, a rocket-powered magic castle. Now, you can't say you don't want to be part of a rocket-powered magic castle that's also carrying a 12-foot statue of a mouse. Okay, peeps, I don't think we want to miss this one. So one more quick event highlight for you. How many of you feel comfortable speaking in public? This coming Friday, one of our AltSpace VR community members, Gambit, is going to start a speech club. This is a place where you can learn tips about speaking in public and communicating in general. Make sure to click interested so you get an email reminder an hour before the event. You don't want to miss this inaugural event and become part of the speech club.
I forgot to unmute myself. Okay, so this is just...
That never happens to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just a snapshot of events that are happening in AltSpace during the next week. So make sure you check the AltSpace VR calendar for all the great events and activities that are scheduled, and remember to RSVP if you're interested. Not only will AltSpace send you an email an hour before the event to remind you, but it will also let the event host know that you are interested in attending. Remember, if you want your event to be mentioned on the news and updates, then go to our Discord and let us know in the Share Your Event in News channel. And, okay, so...
Drum roll, I'm doing
next
a drum
up,
roll.
okay, so I've been waiting for this. So today we have a treat for you. We have a very special guest that has agreed to join us. You all know her. She is an admin in AltSpace. She makes sure that your events go as smoothly as possible.
She's a singer, and she's the host of Yunjiverse, and today she's here with us. Give it up for Yunji. Now, let's see where Yunji is. We know she's in the house.
Yep, I'm here. Hey.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
she is.
there she is. Woohoo! We're so excited
What's
to have
up?
you here.
I'm happy to be here.
Yes.
Thanks for inviting me, guys.
Yeah, welcome to the news and updates. And like I said,
Love
it's
what
an
you've
honour
done
to
with the
have you
place.
join us today. Yes,
Yeah,
I've
it's
still
very
got
beautiful.
the rainbows.
And, audience is very beautiful. You guys look great.
Yeah. Yep, still got the rainbows from the from Pride Month.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic.
So Yuji, that hour of music that you share with us on Saturdays is marked in pen in my calendar. Love how you mix it up with covers and original music. I'm curious if you could share a bit about your journey as a musical artist.
Sure. So I started music when I was really, really little. And the reason why was because, I had always had an interest in playing instruments. And when I was in elementary school, I didn't have the chance to get my hands on what I originally wanted, which was a French horn. I had seen like so many videos of people playing French horns, and I always thought it was so beautiful, but I just never got the chance to do it. But then one day I had the opportunity to have this like classical guitar. And this classical guitar was such a beautiful thing. And I held it in my hands for the first time, and it was too big for me. When you're a little kid, like everything's like 10 times bigger than you are. But I held it in my hands and I just loved it. And, I tried to put my fingers on the strings. It was like over after that day. And so, ever since then, I was just learning and learning and learning how to play like so many different songs. But I was the shyest person on the planet, okay? And if anybody's been to my shows, you guys have heard me say the story like a million times, but like, if you're a shy person out there, and you're like, man, I'm just so interested in, playing music and I want to share my work with the world, but I'm too scared to go up on stage. I'm basically going to be your prime example for like, how to get up on stage when you are the shyest person on the planet. And even this show right here, I remember little Mark over here, he was super shy and he was so scared to put on news and updates. And look at this now, a freaking year later, and he's still putting on this show. It looks freaking amazing, okay? And he's still, like, he's not afraid to, like, share this info with you. So what I'm saying is, you have to learn to love yourself and give yourself a chance. And so, just to get back to the story of me, like, when I was really young, I used to be that guitarist who used to go into my bedroom and lock the door and then go into the attic and then lock that door just so that nobody else could hear me play. And so my parents, how parents can be really dorky and like they're really proud of you and want to like show off everything that you're doing to everyone, and it's super embarrassing. So they would like put their ear up to the door and like try to record me and stuff and say, hey, this is my daughter. And I'm like, stop doing that. So, that was me. And then I started playing music online. And that's what changed everything for me because, when you're online, you have the opportunity to, play in front of people who don't necessarily know you. And, if there are any problems, like you have the total ability to just walk away. All you have to do is hit the X button and then you don't have to see those people and then you don't have to worry about it. And, I think that little bit of a barrier was enough to at least let me try out some open mic nights in virtual spaces and, see what people were doing and, not only like listen to myself, but like go and attend other shows and, see how they cope, because they're people too. And, they have the same problem, which is getting up on stage in front of a bunch of people that they don't know. So, I played that for a long, long time. And then, one thing came after another and open mic nights suddenly turned into, hey, I don't have anything to give you, but can you come to my stage and, play for like a half an hour? And I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. So then I did that. And then, that turned into, hey, we really like you. We want to pay for you to come to our virtual stage and, have you do a show for like an hour. And I'm like, yeah, let's do that. And then that show turned into, hey, we really like your show. We're going to pay you like triple the amount. And then, have you come up on our stage. And I'm like, heck yeah, let's do this. And then that turned into, hey, there's a lot of fans, but we don't have anywhere to congregate. Let's make a group for you. And I'm like, heck yeah. So, I mean, like one thing comes after another. And, what starts off as one person turns into like 20, which turns into 200. And, I may not be like the most famous person in the world, but I don't really care because I feel like in comparison to a lot of other artists, I have a much more personal relationship with the people that I perform for because I get to talk to them. And that's the biggest difference about like performing in for the physical world versus, you know, the digital world is that I'm literally able to stand right next to you, Donna, and, you know, have a conversation with you. And it's like no big deal. Like you could right now, if you wanted to, walk out into that stage and be like, hey, what up, Orca? You know, you could be like, hey, Jay, you know, and, you know, it's no big deal. So yeah, that's my story. I don't know if that really covers everything, but that's my
Well, that's
story.
awesome. That's an awesome story. So, going on, having produced Universe event for almost a year, and I can appreciate how much goes on behind the scenes to host an event like that. Hosting this event. Can you share any tips with us about how how to host a music event in Altspace?
Oh man, that's a can of worms. I think it honestly, it's true. It really depends on the person, right? Like if you are a musician, you know, and you are the type of person who just like, you need to have a party and you need to like really bump things up and you just want to go all crazy and you need a lot of space to move around and stuff. You need to create a space that's going to be conducive to what makes you most comfortable as a performer. You know, if you're that shy person and you're like, man, I really don't want to interact with people, but I want to perform publicly, you need to find a place that's going to have a stage that's going to be blocked off. You know, every person has a different need. I don't think that every person has like a single answer for, you know, their events necessarily, but I would always say, you know, uh, pay attention to the quality of your sound. Make sure that whatever sound that you're bringing in is set to default before you come into AltSpace, since you can't necessarily pick what input channels are coming through. It's always picking up your default audio. If you're on an Oculus Go or any sort of like mobile device, it's a little more difficult, and I apologize. But that being said, that shouldn't stop you from, you know, trying to at least, you know, do something. So your audio might not be the best if you're doing things via mobile, but the point is that we can still hear you and we can still hear the I guess quality of your performance. And if there's anything I've learned about performing for a long time, when I first started, I didn't have the best stuff either. And as time goes on, and you know, as you build up your following is always going to be there for you 1000%. The people who were there for you in the beginning are always going to be there for you in the end, no matter what type of quality you've got. So yeah, that's another thing too, you know, build up your relationship with the people that come to your events, because they're your family, you know, like they're coming to support you as a person. It's not really like how good you're doing or whatever. Virtual spaces are a place for you to thrive with a community that is like-minded and appreciates the types of music that you perform, you know, and that's really special. And then I guess you know, if you're going to be a musician, make sure that you have a place for them to congregate. So, you know, if you are performing and you're like, you have a lot of people and they want to know, you know, where they can find you. A lot of people are going to be like, where's your YouTube channel? Where's your Discord channel? Where's this? Where's that? Pay attention to all your social media venues, because they're going to always want to see what you're up to. You know, they always want to see what you're doing. So, you know, your performance doesn't just stop, you know, when your event is over. Your performance continues for as long as you live.
Awesome.
Wow. So you guys, you can find Universe on the Altspace VR calendar every Saturday, and now on Wednesdays too. That is so awesome. Make sure to click interested so you get an email reminder 1 hour before she begins, because you don't want to miss it. Now, I don't know, Yuji, we didn't get a chance to chat just before, so I'm curious, are you able to share a song with us today? Is that something you'd be interested in doing or able to do?
Sure, I can do that. Here, let me grab my guitar.
Are you sure? Oh, that would be so awesome, you guys, right? Oh.
Yeah, and I also just want to let you know, sometimes I don't like put up my events until like right before, and I apologize for that. There are reasons for it. But I assure you, if I'm not gonna do a performance, if you join my Discord channel, you'll always know whether or not I'm actually gonna be performing that day. But you can always rest assured that if it's not up, chances are it will be later in the day. So yeah, just keep checking in and make sure that I'm there. And I'm trying to find my pick. I didn't really prepare for this, so give me give me a quick moment here. There we go. Okay. All my stuff. I'm not really sure what song to play. Which song should we be playing? Okay. Yeah. Ow, I'm not totally hurting myself in the process here. Okay. I think I'm gonna play a song called "The Things We Like." "The Things We Like" is a song all about creativity, and it's about like how you share your thoughts with other people, and the things that you enjoy the most. I originally wrote it because I wanted to show an artist and a writer how much I appreciated them and their work. So a lot of the things that were written in there was actually based on a message that they had sent me as a character, like not even as themselves, a character who had sent me a message and like sent me on a whole journey to become part of an alternate reality game. And, you know, that person, even just playing a character, they had impacted all of us who were in the community so hard that, we really felt for that character. We really wanted to, be there for him and care for him and, make sure that he, was happy and, the character was always there for us as a community. And it's crazy because like, this thing is totally fabricated. It's not a real person, but it's interacting with us in real time. And that was a very profound experience for me. So, as a result, I was like, how do I show this writer and this artist how much I appreciate, them as a person, but also like how much I value their artistry, right? So that's where this song came from. Every day I turn the internet on, getting ready for a whole new song. I don't wanna be noticed, I just wanna hear this. Here I am, listening anyway. Every click is a brand new start. Gotta stop before I get too far. I don't wanna be this, I just wanna feel this. Here I am, loving it anyways. What do you hold near and dear to you the most? Oh, the things we like will save us both. What do you hold near and dear to you the most? Oh, the things we like will save us both. Is your head spinning? 'Cause ours are too. Your song has stuck to me like glue. Do you wanna hear us? Do you wanna see us? Here we are, gifting it anyways. What do you hold near and dear to you the most? Oh, the things we like will save us both. What do you
Thank you so much, Yunji.
That was
Appreciate that. That was really good. Appreciate
Thank you guys so much.
appreciate you taking the time to join us as our special guest today. That was amazing.
Thank you
That
guys so
was
much for having me.
awesome. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Let's send her off with lots of love, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Oh.
You guys are awesome, and I love you. Bye.
Oh,
Okay.
see. Oh my goodness me. Well, it's hard to go after
Oh.
that, right?
Yeah. So, well, that's all for this week's news and updates. As you know, Yunji being our first special guest on news and updates, hopefully not the last. Hopefully, be having more after that. You can keep up with the Occupation news and updates by subscribing to our event through Channels tab on the Occupation website. Join us on Discord. And you can watch the live stream of past news events on our YouTube channel. We are here to keep you updated on the news in Altspace, so please tell a friend and share our Discord and YouTube channel so others can keep up with the news in and around Altspace. Thanks to all our news and update volunteers and moderators that make this event such a success. If you would like to volunteer to help us out, we would love it. We need people to help present, assist with script writing, take pictures, do featured reports, help film and moderate the news weekly.
It really does take a lot of people to make this happen. I just want to make sure that I'm actually, can you guys hear me? I keep forgetting to unmute myself. So anybody interested, please let us know if you want to help. We do this for our Altspace community to help you stay informed and up to date on what's happening. And we will be here next week, same time, same station. Thanks everyone for joining us today. Thanks, Mark. This was
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you, everyone.